We're going to try and do today is start off with a quick recap of everything we did yesterday. That should take only a few minutes. So it's not going to be long. It's going to be super short. And then we get to some heavy work. My philosophy with you guys, especially in the intensives, is that when we first start, your brains are a little bit more fresh, right? So I want to give you the harder work early on, and then we kind of review and make it easier as the day progresses. Okay, and we'll try to have some more short breaks today than we did yesterday. Okay. So you guys doing okay from yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see how okay you're doing. Okay. How many kinds of Arabic are there?
3.
Okay. Let's internet answer the question. How many kinds of Arabic, and what are they? Quickly. Let me read somebody's answer, and then let's see if these guys can correct you. No, I don't need salam alaikum. I got salam alaikum. That's all done. Say it with. Don't say salam with your keyboard. Say it with your mouth. Love you for Allah. No. That's not the answer to my question. No. Okay. Street, Anwar. Good job. Street Arabic and Fusha Arabic and ancient Arabic. Very good. Street Arabic and ancient. So you're gonna answer, and let's see if their answer matches. Street Arabic. Explain it.
Street Arabic is like street slang. They be changing up the words like different like.
They be changing up the words. Okay.
Yeah, and like different parts of the world they speak different. Fusha Arabic is like.
Wait. So different parts, different kinds of Arabic in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Do you agree? No, don't look at the comment. Turn around. You can't look. The reason I put that behind you is so you don't look at it, Maria.
I agree.
You do?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you agree?
Let's see. Let's see what the internet has to say.
The internet.
What's Street Arabic, guys? Give me a brief explanation. Come on. Oh, I did the thing again, didn't I?
Do it.
Okay, yeah. No. We're moving past the question of how many kinds of Arabic. Now we're on the question, how do you define street Arabic? Good. Spoken Arabic is a good way of saying it. Okay. County slang.
County slang.
I think you meant country slang. Well, cool. Informal Arabic. Good. Spoken Arabic. Local dialect. Good. That you get the idea. Fusha Arabic and.
Okay. You want her to answer or me?
I think I want her to answer this
It's
time.
Chopper Arabic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all I need you to understand is what's the time difference between Fusha Arabic and ancient Arabic? I'll say it one time so you guys can remember the short answer, okay? Because we discussed it. But how do you, after you discuss something for a while, you need to have like a short definition so you can easily remember it, right? So Fusha Arabic is good Arabic nowadays, proper Arabic nowadays.
Yeah.
And language of the Arabs, or the Lisan of the ancient Arabs, is good Arabic from back in the day.
Yeah.
So from the Prophet's time and even before the Prophet's time, right? Yeah. And the box is important to remember that good Arabic nowadays is only a small part of good Arabic from back in the day.
It's a slice.
It's a slice. It's a slice of the whole pizza. It's a box within the box, right? So that's okay. There are 3 kinds of words in Arabic.
Oh yeah, it's
Was ist das?
What?
That's German.
Okay, so it's hold on. It's ism,
good.
fi'l, and then harf.
Ism, fi'l, harf. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, well, definition of an ism. I will wait for someone on the internet to post the definition of an ism. Let's see. No, you can't look. I'll look, because I'm going to match your answer to theirs.
Okay.
I'm going to read one of their answers and see if you agree or disagree, okay? So, guys, define ism for me. Noun. Do you agree? Ism is a noun.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if anybody else has an answer. Name, idea, adjective. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Khalid, you said name, idea, adjective. Sohail, you said noun. Okay, anybody else got an answer for what's an ism? Let's see. People, place, things, idea, adjective, adjective, and more. People, place, things, okay. Person, place, things, adverbs, adjectives, and more. Do you agree? Healthy breakfast? No. The internet is a confusing place.
Very.
Name, place, things, ideas, adverb, adjective. Oh. It's in the car? It's in that car. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Well, let's talk about that. You guys agreed that somebody said that it's noun. Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I
Oh.
disagree.
Oh.
Let me tell you why. This is important, okay? A noun, not Nouman, is a person. Let me show you the screen, guys. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen yet. There we go. Okay. A person, place, thing, idea. That's a noun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like not.
That's a noun, okay? But an ism is a person. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Place, thing, idea. But was that it?
No.
What else was there?
Adjective and adverb.
and more.
And more.
Adjective, adverb, and more. Right?
Yeah.
And you know what? That means that there's more stuff in ism than noun.
Oh, okay.
So if you say an ism is a noun, then ism feels bad, like, hey, but I'm so much more than that. What about adjective, adverb? And there's even more.
Yeah.
You're underestimating me and calling me just a what?
A noun.
A noun. No, ism is not a noun. Ism is more than a noun, which is why we're not going to use noun. We're going to use more than noun. By the way, ism has noun in it because all this stuff, person, place, thing, idea, that's basically a noun, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like ism doesn't include noun. It includes it, but there's even more, which is why, you know, a lot of books that teach Arabic, right? They use the word ism and they just define it as noun. That's a problem, because if you defined it as a noun, then you didn't include adjective, adverb, and more, because adjectives and adverbs and more are not part of noun. And some people might ask, what's more? I'll tell you later, because there's more to it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the difference between noun and ism. Because, you know, as I teach you guys, I need you to compare Arabic to English over and over again. Because I'm hoping at least you know some things about English so that we can build our Arabic and keep comparing. Because eventually I want you to be able to read an ayah of the Quran and translate it very well in English. So if the connection is always there, then you'll be able to think of the translation very easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the definition of ism. What's a fi'l?
Fi'l is a past, present, future
Is the word
tense.
stuck in the past, present, or future?
Excellent. Past, present, or future tense. Good answer. Now, what about a harf?
A harf is a word that doesn't make sense unless a word comes after it.
Jawad, anybody have any questions so far?
Generally understood. One question I kept seeing was, what about animals?
Animals. Some people consider animals things, like in English, it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get really attached to them and turn them into a person. Their horse is named Frank, and they give them hugs. Frankie, you're the only one who understands, right? That's okay if you want to call them a person. So either a thing or a person. Yes, animals are. Anytime you name something, it's an ism. So I hope that answers that question.
So like an ism is like 50% of like some things, or like a little bit less.
50% of what?
Like things in the Quran, because like it
No, how many percent?
Yeah.
I can't tell you a percent, but it's a big old percent, because there's only 3 kinds of words, right?
Yeah.
I would say 50. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You could throw 50 on there. Okay. Now, we started talking about the ism. And we didn't really take any notes or anything. Today, you're actually going to take notes. You got a pencil with you?
Yeah, I got a pen.
Okay. All right. Getting ready for the education.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. So, before you take notes, an ism, we didn't really take notes, but I did tell you that there's these 3 weird words, rafa', nasab, and jar. And I'd like you to tell me what you remember about that. What is rafa'? What is nasab? What is jar? What was that conversation about?
Rafa is u and
Okay, so the first thing you're telling me about rafa' that you know is that it's associated with u.
u.
Okay, and what's nasab associated with?
Yeah.
And jar?
E.
Is it just u, and e?
No,
or
it's
u or?
un,
Okay, so u or un.
and an,
And then
and n.
E and?
N.
Good job. But what does rafa even mean? Okay,
It's the doer of the act.
excellent.
I remember that. It just came to me.
Doer of the act. And what do you think, Mariam? What's nasab?
a detail.
Detail about the act.
Yeah.
And what's the other word for act?
Action.
In the Arabic word.
Um,
Remember? Find the blank and then find out who did it.
Find the doer.
No. Find the first. Like if I said, look at this example. Okay.
Find the fi'l.
Excellent. Find the
Oh.
fi'l. The act is the fi'l,
Yeah.
right? So, I lost my cat.
Yeah. Lost.
Lost is the.
Lost is the fi'l, which is also the act
Yeah.
of losing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And who's rafa' here?
The cat.
The cat? The cat?
Yeah.
The cat is
Oh,
rafa'?
the cat.
The cat did the losing?
Oh no.
No,
The
I.
I.
Who did the losing?
I.
Ah, so I'm not. Cat's not rafa'.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's I.
Yeah.
Okay. I lost my cat. What did I lose?
The cat.
Cat. So
Which
that's a
means
detail.
cat. Which
a
means it
Nusseb.
should be
A Nusseb.
Nusseb. Okay. And what's another way of saying my cat?
My cat.
I lost the cat of mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which cat of mine,
Yeah.
right? Which means the word my is kind of after what?
Jar. Or.
It's after of,
So it makes it jar.
makes it jar. Now, what sounds did you say? I should
And.
have what sound next to it? Rafa. What should
Rafa.
what sound goes with Rafa?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. And jar, what sound goes with it?
E.
E.
Good. And nasab, what sound goes with it? So if I was saying this in Arabic English, I would say ayu lost my kata.
That's actually how you say it.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Okay.
You.
Now you're gonna try to do that for me. We're gonna do this in English first. Okay.
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 We learn Arabic of the Quran. Okay.
We
so
learn Arabic of the Quran.
the
Okay. So what's first of all, what's the fi'l?
should I learn? 'Cause
You
that's-
agree?
Yeah.
You guys agree? Everybody should agree. Okay, internet, you better agree. Learn is the fi'l. Yeah? So I'm gonna make learn red so we understand what our job is first to find the fi'l. Fine. Okay, so what's rafa' here?
Rafa, we,
Why?
because
Because it's
they're the
doer
doers.
of the act.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna, what sound should I put next to we?
Rafa, I, or ooh.
Ooh, good. Arabic.
Arabic is the detail.
Is it? Yeah, because what do you learn?
Arabic.
Arabic. So it's a detail. What sound should I put next to it?
Nasab, so ooh, ah
Ah, good. And the Quran.
is another detail.
Uh-huh.
So
Is it a detail?
well, they learn
Arabic
Of the Quran.
of
so
the
that's a
Quran
jar.
of.
Wait,
Maybe you didn't see the of. Maybe I need to help you with the of.
Is it the jar?
yeah.
Hold on. Of. What's too big now?
We
Whatever comes after
of is
is.
jar.
Jar.
Therefore,
It is e
so the Quran should have what sound at the end?
e.
Okay, now read the sentence for me, please.
We
Woo.
No, your turn.
Woo.
No, not woo.
Wait, what is it?
You have to add the oo at the end.
Will you learn Arabica of the Qurani?
Yes, you learn the Arabica of the Qur'ani. Very good. Now we're going to ruin our Arabic and our English together at the same time. Excellent. The point is, when you find Rafa, you got to associate a sound with it,
Okay.
right? When you find Nasab, there's a sound with it.
Hmm.
And there's Jar, there's a sound
Sound
with
with
it.
it.
Okay. That's all we did yesterday. We didn't go further. Okay. So I told you about these three sounds. We did a little bit of practice words and things like that.
Mhm.
But now we're really going to like floor the accelerator today and just really start learning. So our review is done. Okay. So now we're starting new lesson, twist your neck, get yourselves ready. Because
One question, Ustad.
yes, go ahead.
So we did an example yesterday. I ate food out of hunger. So the of in that one, would that make hunger jar as well?
Yeah, it would. Yes. In English, it would. In Arabic, it will be said a little differently, but the concepts, we're thinking about them in English right now. But so in English, we will say it would be jar. And it will be, sabab al-ju'i or bi sabab al-ju'i in Arabic. So it'll still be jar anyway. Okay. So yeah, that would be jar. Okay. Now, I'm going to write some Arabic today. So we've been writing English for a while,
Yeah.
right? But now we're going to write Arabic. Sa'ada al-mudarrisu. You don't have to write this down or, memorize it. You just have to watch. Say this with me. Sa'ada
Sa'ada
المدرسة
المدرسة
الطالب
الطالب
good الطالبة
الطالبة
ساعد
ساعد
المدرس
المدرس.
okay now you're going to read the first one with me in flow, and those of you guys that are watching, everybody try to read it in flow, follow along with me, okay? ساعد المدرس الطالب.
ساعد مدرس طالبة.
I need you to say the L here. ساعد المدرس الطالب.
ساعد المدرس طالبة.
مدرس is it sir?
مدرس الطالب.
Okay, مدرس الطالبة.
This one.
ساعد
Hear me first. Make sure you understand the sounds. ساعد المدرس الطالب.
ساعد المدرس
طالبة.
طالب.
بو.
Good. Last one. الطالبة ساعد المدرس.
الطالبة ساعد المدرس.
Okay, this is a little bit of a memory game, okay? ساعد means helped.
Okay, help.
Every time you see ساعد, what does it mean?
Helped.
Which means, what kind of word is it? An ism or a fi'l or a harf?
It's a fi'l.
Excellent. It's a fi'l, okay? Because it's in the past.
Yeah.
And it's the act, okay? Mudarris is the Arabic word for teacher. I'm mudarris.
Okay.
Talib is the Arabic word for student, your student,
Okay.
okay? What are the three words in the sentence? Sa'ada, which means what?
Help.
Helped.
Helped. What's the Arabic word for teacher?
مدرس.
Al-mudarris. And what's the Arabic word for student?
الطالبة.
Okay, al-taliba. Now, listen to me carefully. We're going to try to translate these three Arabic sentences, okay? All of them have the same words in them. What three words? Sa'ada, al-mudarris, and al-talib. They're kind of rearranged sometimes, but they're the same three words over and over again,
Okay.
right? And you now know what each of those words mean. Okay. Now, what did you learn about the ending sounds? What are the three ending sounds?
U and un.
Which means
Rafa.
u and un means
Rafa.
rafa. A and an means
Nusseb.
e and in means
Jar.
good. And what does rafa mean?
Rafa
It's
the
the doer of
Good.
the act.
What does nasab mean?
Nusseb is
the details of the
Okay,
act.
so now think about this in English. Let me walk you through this, okay? I'm going to write two things for you. The teacher helped the student, and the student helped the teacher. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Aren't they opposites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the exercise that we did before. What's the fi'l in this English
Fi'l
sentence?
is help.
Helped
Good. In the first sentence, who's the rafa?
the teacher.
So the teacher should have what?
Red.
Red.
Oh no, the
wait, I
teacher.
should have red. What
Yeah.
kind of red? What you want?
Like darker. Oh yeah.
Ooh, right?
Yeah.
Doers are ooh.
Ooh.
And the student is a what?
The student is the
The
detail.
detail.
Therefore, the student should have what at the end?
Ooh.
Now we're going to go back. So in this case, the teacher should be ooh,
Ooh.
and the student should be ah.
Yeah.
What about this case? The student helped the teacher.
The
that-
student or helped is the the
Good.
student is the
Student is the
what is
Rafa.
Rafa.
He's a doer.
It's called the choo-choo train.
No, he's the Rafa.
Rafa. Therefore,
It has an E.
Rafa, which means
E.
Allahu
No.
Akbar.
Oh,
No, it's ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Student should be ooh this time,
Yeah.
and teacher should be. Okay. We're going to go back to it. No translation now.
Okay.
Mariam, pressure's on you. I want you to think about who's doing the helping in the first sentence and then translate it. Don't whisper because we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, is it read from the right hand side?
Well, read it in Arabic. How do you read in Arabic?
Left.
ساعد المدرس الطالب. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now we got to think about translating this, but the translation will be either one. It could be the teacher helped the student or the student helped the teacher. You have to decide how to translate it. Only one of them is right.
Student. I know the first one it means helped, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it's student.
Mudarris means teacher.
Oh, okay. The student or the teacher helped the student
Why?
because Sa'ada means helped, and then al-mudarrisu that means teacher, and then at-taliba that means student.
Okay.
In that order.
Okay, good. You thought about the order. What about you? Do the second one.
So Sa'ada, that's helped.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the fi'l.
Yeah.
So after the fi'l, mudarrisu,
No, this is-
mudarrasa.
Risa.
we're on this one, right? We're on the
Yeah.
second one. Whichever one we're on, I'll color it so you guys can focus.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. So
Why is
help.
my mouse on this side?
So help teacher. So the teacher would be the rafa, the doer,
Okay.
and then at-talibu, that's the student. So that would be a detail.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be nasab.
Mm-hmm.
So you would put. Do you want me to put like the
I want you to translate it. What does it mean?
helped teacher?
Well, you got to make it into a normal single English sentence.
Oh,
Don't sound
okay.
like helped teacher student.
Okay. Yeah.
Who helped who?
Teacher helped student.
Okay, teacher helps student. All right. Now we're doing the third one. Back to Maria.
The student helped the teacher.
Good job. You were wrong twice, both of you.
What?
Oh.
Let me tell you why. Because the question is, whoever we mention first has got to be the doer, right?
Yeah.
In English, like when I said teacher first, teacher was the doer. When I said student first, student was the doer. Like, let's try this. Bob kicked Joe. Joe kicked Bob. Whoever got mentioned first is the one going to jail,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
He kicked him.
whenever someone comes first in English, we think that they are the
Doer.
doer. So when you came here, you said, well, teachers first. So teacher's the doer.
Oh.
This time you said teachers first. So teacher's the doer. This time the students first and students the
Doer.
Doer.
yeah, but you were thinking in English,
Oh, this is
right?
Arabic.
There's that. This oh yeah. This right here is Arabic. Now, what does that mean that this is Arabic? Let's think through this. We already know sa'ada, what sa'ada means. I'll color it blue so we don't think about it as anything confusing.
That does
Sa'ada.
help.
Sa'ada means what?
Help.
Help.
Okay, so that's our fi'l, right? Now that our job is, well, what's the first job in English? What do we do? Whenever you have a fi'l, who do you have to find?
The doer.
The doer. In Arabic, how do you find the doer? In English, you find the doer because it's easy. It's always in the beginning,
Yeah.
right? But the Arabic language says, no, I have a different way of finding the doer. What is the Arabic way of finding the doer?
It is last.
What sound goes with the doer?
The doer
Is, Rafa is u.
un.
U or un?
Yeah.
Okay. So whichever of these two gets the u or un
Mhm.
is the doer.
Okay.
And that's who you have to translate helped.
Okay.
So ساعد المدرس الطالب, which we with based on the sounds, because this one ends with u,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
This ساعد المدرس, I'll make that red so you guys can see clearly. It's not red enough. That's like being a red. Okay. And then الطالب, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who's رفع?
Rafa is the teacher
How do you know?
because it has the
Su.
Right. And what's Nusseb?
The,
Oh, Nusseb is-
Taliba.
Right. So what is Rafa do? Rafa tells you who did it.
Mhm.
And what does Nusseb do? Nusseb tells you what's the
Doer.
Doer.
no.
No, the detail.
Detail.
Yeah.
Now translate it.
The
Teacher helped student.
Good.
Okay.
Teacher
teacher.
helped student.
Student.
And if I ask you, why did teacher help student? Because the teacher has u on it.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Now let's try the second one. If it does make more sense, let's put you to the test, young samurai. ساعد المدرس الطالب.
Okay, so the doer is the student because
Why?
because he has
Good catch. Very good catch. The u sound tells you rafa, which means it's the
It's
doer.
doer.
Great.
Yeah.
What's al-mudarrisa? Why is it?
That's
the-
a detail.
That's a detail because it's it's nasab.
Yeah.
Good. Translate it.
Student help teacher.
Student help teacher.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
It's like it's opposite.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, this one looks like slam dunk, so easy. الطالبة
Mm-hmm.
ساعد المدرس. And I'm like, that's so easy. Student helped teacher. Right?
Yeah.
No,
No.
wrong. That's
Yeah.
not it though. Good, but you're seeing it. How do you, in English, this would have been easy because
Yeah.
whatever you say first is your doer. But
Yeah.
we're learning Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
And Arabic says you don't even have to know the whole sentence. You can just look at a word and how it ends, and you'll know who did it.
Yeah. So every time it has a u, that's rafa.
And therefore,
It's
It's,
the doer.
The doer of that.
now think about that and translate this last one for me.
Okay.
The
Teacher,
teacher
helped
helped
student.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Does the internet agree? You guys agree?
Mind blowing, Ustad. Like,
It is mind blowing, actually. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh, that's a crazy.
my brain.
Because it could be that I'm reading and I don't even know anything else. And I just look at a word and I already know it's the doer.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't even gotta do like all that like English stuff no more. Like you
Well, you
just
still got to do the English stuff. But you guys get it online? Jawad, how are they doing?
Everybody's following.
Okay, that's brilliant because this is a huge milestone in Arabic.
okay.
Huge. Now you're associating the sound. In English, we depend on the order.
Yeah.
In Arabic, we depend on the
Ooh.
sound.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a Quran exercise now. We're going to go straight to the Quran. My goal is every class we got to do some Quran.
Okay.
Okay? So the example, this is not in the Quran,
Okay.
right? But from now on, the examples I give you are going to be from the Quran. Every one of them. Because even if we do a practice a little bit, it should be something about the Quran. So you're constantly hearing Quran, 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 Quran. Your Quran reading is getting easier. The way you think about Quran is getting easier, right?
Yeah.
So those are relevant examples. All right. So the ayah says, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. That's an ayah of the Quran.
Okay.
Okay. Another ayah of the Quran is وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إبراهيم ربه. We'll do these two and then I'll do an oral exercise. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'll translate this for you. I don't want you to know the translation of the whole ayah. I just want you to focus on two words. The two words are Dawood and Jalut.
Yeah.
Dawood is a prophet,
Yeah.
alayhi salam, and he was a warrior. He fought for the sake of Allah, and he rescued his people from a tyrant general and a great warrior whose name was Goliath in the Bible, and the Quran calls him Jalut. Okay. Now, at the end of the battle, one of them killed the other. Okay, and this is the ayah that tells us who killed who. So, killed, qatala means killed. We got to figure out who did the killing. Did Jalut kill Dawood, or did Dawood kill Jalut? وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. From the Arabic, can you tell who killed who?
Yeah.
Maryam?
Dawood, because it has the u sound, it's rafa, and then Jaluta.
Give me 5. Translate it.
Dawood killed Jalut.
Oh my God. You just translated an ayah of the Quran. Awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, from the sounds.
Yeah.
Now, when you read Quran, sometimes people make mistakes. And there's an u and they accidentally read ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an ah and they accidentally read u. If they made that mistake here, what would happen?
Dawood died.
Jalut, yeah, he would die.
You change history.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. That's why the u's and the ahs in the beginning, when your Quran teacher said, un and in, bul, bal, bin. That's why that was important.
Oh.
Because you can mess up the meanings of the ayah.
Yeah, I never
You-
thought of it like that.
Right, you didn't because you're not in my class. Now you're in my class.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى. Now we're going to, it's a long ayah, but two parts I made read.
Okay.
Ibrahim is the name of a
Prophet.
prophet,
So-
alayhi salam. And Rabbu, like Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rabb means master. That's the name of Allah, one of the names of Allah. Okay. The ayah says, when someone tested someone. So is it who tested who? Did Ibrahim do the testing
No.
or did the Rabb do the testing?
The Rabb.
That's the question.
Okay.
Okay. How do we know it's the Rabb that did the testing?
Because it has a rafa in it.
It has ooh.
Yeah,
Rabb
it
has
an
ooh. Is it in the beginning of the sentence or at the end?
And
The end.
In English, if someone's a doer, they have to be in the
Beginning.
beginning. And Ibrahim is before that.
Yeah.
But the ayah actually translates when his Rabb, when his master tested Ibrahim. Ibrahim is a detail.
He's a Nusseb.
That's why there's a at the end.
Yeah.
Right? وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. Now there are two words on the screen. I'm not going to put the haraka at the end. You're going to read the word for me. Read that word.
Allah.
Good. Al-ulama.
Al-ulama.
Okay.
Like a teacher?
I'm going to recite knowledgeable people.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm going to read an ayah. It's going to be a long ayah. But the two words I want your ears to tune in on when I say the word Allah in that ayah and I say the word al-ulama in that ayah. And you're going to tell me if Allah did something in this ayah or if al-ulama did something in this ayah.
Alright.
Okay? إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءُ. I'll say it again. Focus. إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءُ. Did Allah do something in this ayah or did the ulama do something?
The ulama.
Why?
Because there's a ooh.
Because there's al-ulama. Now the ayah, I'll read the English translation or an easy English translation. Only the ones who know truly fear Allah
Oh, okay.
from among all his slaves. Meaning he has lots of slaves, but only the ones who truly know are the ones that fear him. Okay. In English, what's the fi'l?
The fi'l, the word Allah.
Fi'l, the word Allah. is
Oh,
not
I
fi'l.
know. The fi'l is
Who's doing? What's the act?
The ones who truly fear.
No, that's people.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no.
What's the fi'l? Fi'l is
the action?
the action. What's the action in the ayah?
Um,
Who's doing something?
The
What
slave.
are they doing? What is anybody doing? Is there anybody doing anything?
Well, only they're fearing.
Yes. So fear is the fi'l.
Fi'l.
We'll just make blue the official color for fi'ls.
Okay.
Okay? Fear is the fi'l. Okay. Who's doing the fearing?
The slaves.
the slaves.
Well,
The
Only
the
ones who
truly
fear.
one.
Only the
The
ones who
the
truly
true ones.
and which is the ones who truly know are called the al-ulama.
Ulama.
Al-ulama, right? So now the ones who truly fear, or the ones who truly know, what should be at the end of them? Because they're the doers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. They should have an u at the end.
Mm.
And who do they fear?
Allah.
Allah.
Okay. So what should the word Allah have at the end? I recited the ayah. I said, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ
Yeah.
مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءُ.
Ooh.
Now, big mistake if somebody would mess that up.
Yeah.
Because if they said Allahu here instead,
They would say Allah.
and they would say fear for Allah,
Yeah.
which is absolutely horrible,
Yeah.
right? No, they can't even think that way.
Mhm.
So the sounds in Arabic are so important.
Yeah.
Allah calls Arabic بِلِسَانٍ عَرَبِيٍّ مُبِينٍ, a language, an Arabic language that makes everything clear. And even the sounds have to be so clear when you recite it. When your teacher teaches you tajweed, he wants to make sure every letter is extremely clear.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can't say Allah Akbar. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. He says, oh, your ayn wasn't clear, or your alif wasn't clear, or your lam wasn't clear, or I can't hear your kasra clearly. Say B, don't say be. Say B, B. Why? Because if you say ba, maybe that sounds Nusseb, or is it jar? Which one is it?
Ba.
Right?
Yeah.
So there'll be confusion. So you have to be very clear about the sounds. You see why this subject is important?
Yeah.
Right? It's so powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
That there was actually a story. I'll tell you a story about this that happened a long time ago.
Story time.
Yeah. أن الله بريء. This is an ayah of the Quran. من المشركين ورسوله. أن الله بريء من المشركين ورسوله. What status is the word rasulu? Is it rafa or nasab or jar?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Ooh.
Because of the u. And if somebody would say rasulihi,
That would make it
rasuli,
lead, so that would make it jar.
good. Okay. So a long time ago, when the Prophet ﷺ passed and people were learning the Quran in the time of Umar radiallahu anhu, right? So people were learning the Quran and a lot of people didn't know Arabic. Like they were coming into Islam and they didn't know very good Arabic, but they really just wanted to memorize the Quran. So when they were memorizing, sometimes they were making some mistakes. So Umar radiallahu anhu, one time, there's a story about somebody who Allah, the Umar was speaking and he was quoting this ayah and he said, "Wa rasuluhu." And somebody said, "What are you talking about?" Because he met a person who says, "I want nothing to do with Allah's messenger." He said, "What do you mean? What do you mean you have nothing to do with Allah's messenger?" Because the ayah says, Allah has nothing to do with those, Allah is separating himself from those who have done shirk. In Makkah, the people who kept worshipping idols, even though the Quran came to them, Allah finally said, Allah is cutting himself off from those who still commit shirk. And then he added, and so does his messenger. Meaning his messenger cuts himself off from those people too. Right? So Allah is cutting himself off, and who else is cutting himself off? Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay. So who's doing the act of cutting himself off? Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And because he's doing the act of cutting himself off, he's what?
Rafa.
He's Rafa. Okay. But who's he cutting himself off from?
The
mushrikeen, right? So when you read this incorrectly as Rasulihi, and I'll explain this later when you get a little more advanced, why could it be Rasulihi? The person wrongly memorized Rasulihi.
Yeah.
And when they wrongly memorized Rasulihi and somebody was reciting it, a person heard it and said, well, because if you say Rasulihi, you know what the meaning means? The meaning becomes Allah is cutting himself off from the mushrikeen, the people who do shirk, and Allah is also cutting himself off from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The person was wrongly reciting it, and a person heard it and said, well, if Allah wants nothing to do with his messenger, then I want nothing to do with him either. And Umar asked him, where did you get this from? He said, didn't Allah say, Anna Allaha bari'um minal mushrikina wa rasulihi? He said, no, he said Rasuluhu. What do you mean? La yuqri'ul Qur'an illa alimun bil lugha. The story says, Umar bin al-Khattab made a declaration, nobody should be teaching someone to read the Quran until they know the language themselves. They should know what they're talking about before they teach somebody else. Right? So this became very serious because one mistake and you're saying crazy things. Right? You're saying just wild things. And so this is the difference between Rasulihi and Rasuluhu. Right? So, but analyzing the ayah completely and going through all of the Arabic of it, that's going to come in time. But these examples I'm giving you to just help you understand how important this stuff is, even from day one. Like, usually sometimes you sit in a class and you learn something, you're like, what's the point of this? Like, when am I ever going to use this in my life? Why do I need to do the 13 times table?
Yeah.
Right? This is not like that. Every day when I teach you something, you're going to use it in your life because it's going to affect the way you understand the Quran. Right? And so that's really important. Now for all of you guys watching online, by the way, any questions about that online?
So the main question right now is, how do we recognize a fi'l?
We don't recognize fi'l yet. You recognize what I tell you to recognize. You best recognize. Okay? So right now, don't worry about it. Right now, recognition is not the issue. You're not there at the Arabic language yet. I'm teaching you how to sit in a bathtub with this little water. And you're asking me, how do I dive off a cliff into the ocean? You ain't ready. Just sit with the rubber ducky and learn to splash in the water a little bit. Then we'll take you to a kiddie pool with like 1 foot depth. That'll take you to 3 feet. Then you can jump in 6 feet. Eventually, we'll try something in a lake. And then eventually we could go, diving board. Then that'll take you to a cliff and push you off myself. But not yet. Not yet. We'll get there. Be patient. Okay. Now.
Also, one more question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't word order matter in Arabic?
Good question. Why doesn't word order matter in Arabic? Remember Joe kicked Bob?
Yeah.
But in Arabic, I could say Joa kicked Babu.
Babu.
And Babu's the doer still.
Yeah.
Right? That's crazy. Why doesn't word order matter? Actually, word order is one of the most important things in Arabic. But Allah chose this language for so many amazing reasons. One of the reasons is when you mess around with the normal word order in Arabic and you move things around unnaturally, it creates special meanings. It creates things that aren't there otherwise. In English, some of you are going to say, astaghfirullah, strong the force is. Hungry I am. Confused we are. Who sounds like that?
Yoda.
Very good. Yoda. Yoda does this like weird organization. Yeah. We are confused. He doesn't say that. He says what? Confused we are. Or hungry I am. Or strong the force is. This is a weird word order, isn't it? The force is strong is normal.
Yeah.
Right? But strong the force is it's the other way. This, basically he's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But in Arabic, when Allah does that, sometimes he'll say it in one order. And sometimes he'll say the same thing in
a different order.
Flip the same thing over. Right? And each time it actually means something a little bit different. Okay. And that's something I'm going to teach you so that you understand that when it's ordered, when something is in the Quran and it's ordered like that, strong the force is, or the force is strong. When you compare these two, sometimes in Arabic it's going to be like that, but you're going to translate the first one differently and the second one differently.
Yeah.
But what's tragic? A lot of times in translations of the Quran, they translate them exactly the same way, as if Allah did not switch the order. And this is something I want in your heads even now. Even though I want to get to the Arabic, these concepts are important, so I'll share them with you now. Allah revealed language to us, right? And when Allah revealed language to us, language is made up of, the smallest thing in language is letters. In any language, right? Yeah. English alphabet, Arabic alphabet. And then you take letters, put them together and make a what?
A word.
Okay, so let's take the word book. How many letters?
4.
Don't they have to be in a certain order? Or let's say desk, 4 different letters.
Yeah.
Right? What if I said, do they mean the same thing?
No, it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense. For a word to make sense, the letters have to be exactly in the right order. Right? Then what that means is, and then you have to put words in a certain order to make a sentence.
Yeah.
And then you have to take sentences and put them in order to make a paragraph. And then you take paragraphs and put them in order to make a chapter.
Yeah.
And then you take chapters and put them in order and make a book.
Yeah.
And then you take books and you put them in order and you make volumes. And then you take volumes and put them in order and you make courses and learning and educate. Everything is order, isn't it?
Yeah.
Allah made order one of the most important parts of language. And it's so much more important in Arabic than in other languages. But it's way more advanced, which is why the basic meaning is the same, but every time you switch the order, something more is added. And I'm so excited to get you to the point where we can discuss that, where you'll see the 5 different orders of saying the same thing. If I say, I gave Ahmed a high five, and we're going to say that 5 different ways in 5 different orders. And each one of them is going to add something different.
Yeah.
So the basic idea is still, I gave him a 5. But every time something more has been added on. Like a secret little meaning has been added on.
Yeah.
And that's really why I'm teaching you the language of the Quran, because so many translations are already there. But this added stuff that's there that Allah said that you're going to overlook, that's what I want you to discover. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So now the work. No more questions. Pay attention. Say it. What status?
Musliman.
That's
Rafa.
Good.
Nusseb.
Before I even write it?
Jar.
Jar?
Yeah, Jar.
Okay. Say this for me.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Good. Why does it do that little glitchy thing? Okay. Muslimani.
Muslimani.
Good. Muslimaini.
Muslimaini.
Good. And Muslimaini again.
Muslimaini.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Muslimun, Musliman, Musliman.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Good. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Muslimun, Musliman, Musliman.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Who can do it without looking?
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslim.
No. The whole thing.
whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Muslimun.
From like,
Muslimun.
it all started when I was 5. No.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Muslimani sounds dirty. Muslimani.
Muslimani.
Yeah, be happy when you say it. Don't be in a bad mood.
Okay,
When you say Muslimani, ma is bad mood, but Muslimani, you gotta smile when you say Muslimani.
Manny.
Yes.
Manny.
Yeah, like Manny, like Ice Age Manny, like
Yeah.
Manny. There's a Manny.
Or like Dario. Get Manny.
Manny, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Mm-hmm.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Good. What does that mean? Who cares? Right now, I need you to get it in your head.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody online, out loud. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. When I ask you to memorize something in Arabic, that means it is absolutely essential and you will not be able to learn further until you drill it in your head. If you're not able to perfectly memorize it while the session's going on, then that day, all you're doing with your life is making sure that you can execute perfectly. Ahmed, after class, I'm so proud of him, went back home and he was having trouble with U, A, and E. And today, before class started, he came up to me and said, un, an, in, un, an, in, un, an, in, un, an, in, un, an, in. And that's hard work. When you concentrate and do hard work, good job, by the way, then you will own it. So the first time struggling with it doesn't mean you can't learn. Doesn't mean you're not smart enough. You're super smart. But everybody struggles when they learn something first. Everybody. Okay? So, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. And we're going to do some more. Oh, it's red. I don't want all of it to be red. Muslimuna.
Muslimuna.
Muslimina.
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 We'll go to the notebook
Okay.
when time comes. Right now, just look at the screen. So, say Muslimuna.
Muslimuna.
Okay, good. Muslimina.
Muslimina.
Good. Muslimina.
Muslimina.
Okay. Now, what I've written so far, it seems to be the case that it's one different word and two same words,
Yeah.
right? So, Muslimani is the same, or Muslimani is different, and then Muslimaini, these two guys are the same, right? And Muslimuna is different, but then Muslimina are
Same.
the same, right? So they keep the second two keep being the same, right? So now this is exactly how I need you to learn it. First, you're gonna say 3 words. What are the 3 words gonna be? Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Then you're gonna say 3 next words because you got to break it into 3, 3, 3. Okay. So the next 3 words are gonna be Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Good. And then the last 3 are gonna be Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. And for shortcut, in case you get it kind of gets confusing because there's 9 words and it kind of can get confusing, don't think of it as 9. Think of it as 3, 3, 3, 3. Right? That makes it easier. And then just think of the sounds. Say this with me. Un and in.
Un and in.
Ani, aini, aini.
Ani, aini, aini.
Una, ina, ina.
Una, ina, ina.
That's all it is. Una, in, ani, aini, aini. Una, ina, ina. That's all it is.
You said it so fast.
I know. I'm so good. Okay, so try it.
Muslimun, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimina,
Muslimuna.
Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Good. Muslimina. Again.
Muslimani,
Oh,
sorry.
we're going to do this the entire world is going to do this with me at the same, not after me, with me,
Okay.
5 times.
Okay.
Okay? Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. And those of you that need to look at it to do it, it's okay for now. You can look at it and do it. The handouts that I told you about yesterday, this is on page 6. So even if you guys want to look at it, it's okay. You don't have to open it. You can look at it on the screen in front of you here. Okay, you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay, but this time I'm going down, right? Instead of going across, I'm going down. That's okay. Muslimun, like over here, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Now look up and do it. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. One more. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. When your friends calls you today and says, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm learning that Arabic. What you talking about? I said, say something in Arabic. You're like, "Oh yeah." What are you gonna say?
Muslimuna.
Just that?
Muslimaini.
No, the whole thing.
Oh, Muslimun, Musliman.
Let me help you.
Musliman.
No.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimain. No, sorry.
Hey, man. It ain't Muslimain.
Muslimun, Musliman, Musliman.
Uh-huh.
Muslimani, Muslimina. No, Muslimaini.
Good.
Muslimaini.
Good.
Muslimani. Muslimuna. Muslimaini.
No.
Wait, Muslimina.
Yes.
Muslimina.
But I need a flawless victory.
Muslimuna.
No, you started at the bottom. What's the first one?
Musliman, Musliman.
Good.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Good.
Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Phenomenal. Maryam, match it.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimani, Mani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Muslimina. Okay, not bad. Guys at home, those of you that are watching with your family or you're going to watch a recording with your family, do this to each other, check each other. It's got to be flawless, okay? You guys are doing very good. But try to avoid saying Muslimani, say Muslimani.
Muslimani.
Muslimani. Good. Okay, now, what is all of this for? Let me show you what all of this is for. This one, Muslimun, first one. Open it up on page 6 for you guys. Take your pencils out.
Yummy shawarmas.
Finish, yeah. So you see page 6? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see the box that says, let me show you. See the box that says Muslimun?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to write the letter R, 1 R in it. 1 R. 1 R. No, 1 R. The number 1 and the letter R. And capital R. Because lowercase r, I can't tell what it is later. Okay. This one, Musliman, I want you to write 1 N. Good. Write smaller, Ahmed. And Muslimin, 1 J. Good. In Muslimani, I'm at the top again.
Uh-huh.
Okay. In Muslimani, I want you to write the word 2R. Good. In Muslimaini, I want you to write the number 2J, or 2N, sorry, 2N. And then Muslimaini again, I want you to write 2J. Good. Last one. Muslimuna, I want you to write 3R. And then the next one, 3N. This one is 3N. This one right here, 3N.
Mm-hmm.
And then this last one is going to be 3J. Okay.
My handwriting's not that good.
Yeah,
It's readable.
nobody's perfect. So for everybody watching, 1R, 1N, 1J, 2R, 2N, 2J, 3R, 3N, and 3J. But write it smaller and nicer in yours. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, where are the R's?
The R's are at the top.
The top.
The row.
Yeah.
You guys know the difference between rows and columns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So are the R's the same? Are all the R's in a single row, or are all the R's in a single column?
There's single
Row.
row.
Single row. So all the N's are in a single row. And all the J's are in a single row.
Yeah.
And all the number ones are in a single what?
Column.
And then the number twos are in a single column. And number threes are in the single column. Okay. What I'm trying to tell you is now you're moving on to the next step. The next step is, how do you tell if something is rafa or nasab or jad? If the word is talking about one thing,
It's rafa.
if any word like book is talking about one book, right? If it's just one book, then the way to tell it's rafa is you see an un at the end.
Yeah.
And an at the end will be nasab and in at the end will be jar.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
But if it's two things I'm talking about, like two books, then you're not going to see un at the end. When if you want to talk about it rafa, you'll see a whole ani at the end.
Okay.
But what is, so let's make it simpler. What does ani, if you hear ani in Arabic at the end of a word, you're going to think it's whatever it is, there's two of them and they're rafa. For short, 2R. 2R means whatever it is, there's two of them and they are rafa. So there's two people doing something. For in Muslimani, Muslim means Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Muslimani means two Muslims that are doing something. Two Muslims that are doers. Two Muslims that are rafa. If it's two of anything and they are nasab, it'll be aini ending. And if it's two Muslims that are jar, it'll also be the same aini ending, which creates a question. By the way, this is the time where you get to know me a little differently, you and the world. So because there are thousands of you and so many voices, you know, people have their children, they're adults, there are people with light voices and heavy voices.
Yeah.
There are people with different accents. There are people from different parts of the world. So in my mind, all thousands of you merged together and became one person.
Okay.
And that person lives inside my head and talks to me sometimes.
Okay.
And that person has a certain voice. So this is the voice that represents all of you that I speak to on your behalf. Sometimes I verbalize you. And here's the voice. But Ustad, what about if Muslimani and Muslimani is the same? How am I going to know? It's so confusing. That's the voice of all of you.
That's all of us?
Yeah. Okay. And the way you ask, your voice, your collective voice, when you are confused about something, you ask me in this way. What that means, Ustad? That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
What does that mean? This is so confusing. Okay. So the question you asked is, Muslimaini, Muslim, it's the same. How am I supposed to know? My answer is, don't worry about it. In 2 days, you will know.
Okay.
Right now, you don't need to know. Right now, you're not at the level. You haven't upgraded your XP points.
Yes.
You're not at the, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, your vitality bar isn't strong enough.
Yeah.
You don't know the
noobs.
super hit combo. You're noobs. Yeah, you're not sweats yet. Okay,
You're learning.
I am learning. So, Muslimani, when you see ani at the end, what does it mean? Two rafa.
rafa.
When you hear Muslimaini at the end,
It's two nasab.
two nasab.
nasab.
And if you see Muslimaini at the end again, it could also be
Two
two jar. So what I'm saying is, whenever there's two of something, you don't look for un, an, or in.
You look for
Now these are called sounds.
Yeah.
Un, an, or in are all
Sounds.
sounds. But ani, aini, aini is a whole combination. So I call that a what? Combination. The reason I call it a combination, because it's a combination of letters. Alif and nun is a package of letters together. And it's always going to be ani. It's never going to be ana or anu. It's always going to be what? Ani. If you see ana, it can't be 2R.
Yeah.
That must be an ending sound like nasab. Right? So Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, two Muslims rafa, two Muslims nasab, two Muslims jar. Now if you see una at the end,
That's three rafa.
it's three or more. I said three, but it means three or
More.
more. Okay? So Muslimuna means at least three Muslims, but it could be even more Muslims, many Muslims, or just Muslims. But in Arabic, una means it definitely can't be two. It's got to be three or more. Okay? Muslimina, what could it mean?
Three or more nasab.
Three or more nasab, and Muslimina will be
Three or more jar.
three or more jar. Okay. Now look at this. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil
Alameen.
Alamina.
Alamina. Okay.
What could this be?
This could be Alamina.
Is this one of the things on this chart that you just memorized?
Yeah.
Is the ending matching
Yeah,
anything?
It matches
It matches.
the Muslimuna.
Does it look like Alamuna?
No, it's matches.
Say it to
Oh, it matches
yourself.
the second
It's
one.
not looking and matching. Hear it to say it to yourself. Al-ala
Mina.
mina.
It matches the.
Ina.
Yeah.
Ina. Is there an Ina there
Yeah,
somewhere?
Muslima.
Where is it? Is it in the first column or second column or third
It's
column?
in the third column.
Okay, I'm gonna erase all this artwork because it's like so beautiful that it's gonna make me cry. Okay, clean enough. Man, you know, I literally used to use a chalkboard and like.
That must have been tough.
The days of the ancient times,
Yes, the relics.
and now we like yes. So what does it match? Al-alamina. You're saying it. You're not even looking at it and trying to match it on paper. You got to match it in your head.
Alamina.
It matches Muslimina.
Good. So it's from the plural column,
Yeah.
meaning the 3 column.
Mhm.
So whatever al-alamin is, he's not talking about 1.
He's talking about three.
He's
or
not talking
more.
about 2. He's talking about.
3 or more.
And if I asked you al-alamina, like go back to this question. I asked you about al-alamina and I said, hey, is this nasab, jar, rafa? What is it?
Nusseb.
Nasab or jar.
Good. Nasab or jar. Why? Because al-alamina is like
Yeah.
muslimina, but muslimina is twice.
Yeah.
So at the level you are now, it could be nasab and it could be
Jar.
jar. Here's the thing that I've taught you right now. We still haven't taken notes. Today's the first day we're gonna take notes. Okay. Where did my mouse go? Okay. If you hear un, you could at the end of a word, you can hear a bunch of things now. You could hear un, or an, or in, and these would be your rafa, nasab, or
Jar.
jar, right? But you could also hear ani,
Ani.
aini,
Ani.
aini. Like you memorize muslimun,
Musliman.
musliman,
Musliman.
muslimin, right?
Yeah.
Then you memorized muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. The reason you memorize muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini is you'll remember sometimes words end with ani, aini, and aini, and that time they are 2 R, N, or J. 2 R for ani, 2 N for aini, 2 J for aini. Get it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then the last one's going to be what endings could you find? Una,
Una.
muslimuna, and then
Una.
Oh.
Muslimina.
Muslimina. Yeah.
good. Una, ina, or
Ina.
ina again. And that will be 3, meaning 3 or more,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Rafa, nasab, or
Jar.
jar. That's what it's going to be. 3R is going to be una, 3N is going to be ina, 3J is going to be
Ina.
ina. Now listen. I'm going to keep this on the screen for a little bit so I can hear if you can find. By the way, these 2 rows,
Mhm.
they're called ending combinations.
And then combination.
This one's called ending sounds.
Sounds.
This is sounds. This is what?
Combination.
Combinations. Why do I call these combinations? Because there's more than one letter combined together
Yeah.
at the end, right?
Mhm.
That's why they're called combinations. Okay. Now here's what we're going to do. We are going to hear me say something, and you're going to see what match do you find.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to give me the answer. The word you said, I don't know what it means, but I'm going to tell you it's 2 jar
Okay.
or it's 1 rafa or whatever. You're going to find the match. Okay. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Oh, that's 3.
3.
3 nasab or jar.
Good. متقين.
Nah.
Maryam caught it quickly. Ahmed, look at this. Ina.
Uh-huh.
I said muttaqina.
Yeah.
So she matched it here.
Yeah.
And these 2 can be nasab or
Jar.
jar. By the way, if I said al-muttaquna, ulaika humul muttaquna.
Rafa.
Not rafa is not enough.
Rafa and Jar.
Because this could be rafa.
It would be
This
3
could be rafa. This could be rafa. So when you say rafa, that's not enough of an answer.
3 or more rafa.
3 rafa.
Yeah.
3 rafa. 3 or more rafa. Muttaquna. Right? قد أفلح Ahmed, try this one. قد أفلح المؤمنون.
Nah. So it would be two rafa or jar.
Okay, so what endings do you find in the two line?
Ani, aini, and aini.
Okay, now the word I said is al-mu'minuna.
Oh,
Do you see that matched here in number 2, in row number 2? Una.
Oh no, it would be three rafa or jar.
Three rafa or jar?
Or nasab.
Here, let me make this easier. I think because I wrote it together, that became confusing for you. This is 2R.
Okay.
This is 2N.
Oh, okay.
And this is 2J.
J.
And in the second line, this is 3R.
3R.
This is 3N.
Mhm.
And this is 3J. And the first one, the un and in, you already practiced yesterday.
Yeah.
So this is the new stuff, right? Now, let's say it again. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ.
Nuna. So it would be mu'minuna. So it would be 3 rafa.
3 rafa. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
وَمَا يُضِلُّ بِهِ إِلَّا الْفَاسِقِينَ.
Pina. That would be 3 rafa or jar.
3 rafa or jar?
Oh no, that would
Three
be
rafa.
3 nasab or jar.
Yeah, fasiqina.
Oh, okay.
Nasab or jar are similar.
Yeah.
Nasab or jar and the 2s are similar. Nasab or jar and the 3s are similar.
Yeah.
Right? رَبُّ الْمَشْرِقَيْنِ وَرَبُّ الْمَغْرِبَيْنِ.
Bayni.
That'd be
Bayni. 2 nasab or 2 jar.
2 nasab or 2 jar. Very good. Very good. وَمِن دُونِهِمَا جَنَّتَانِ.
Tani.
وَمِن
Two
دُونِهِ
rafa.
2
Rafa, yeah.
rafa. Let's say it together. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Now walk through this with me. Say the first 3 again. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. You know what that means? 1 rafa, 1 nasab, 1 jar. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. What does that mean? 2 rafa,
2 rafa, 2 jar.
2 nasab, 2 jar.
2 nasab, 2 jar.
Yeah.
Start over. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. What does it mean?
1 rafa, 1 nasab, 1 jar.
Okay, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. What does that mean?
2 rafa, 2 nasab, 2 jar.
Excellent. Muslimuna. How do you finish that line?
Muslimuna,
Muslimuna, Muslimina.
Muslim.
Not Maina. Muslimuna.
Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Not Muslimina, Muslimi. Yes. So Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. What does that mean?
That's 3 rafa,
3 rafa,
3 nasab, or 3 or more rafa, 3 or more or nasab.
For short, for easy, so we can say it easily. We already know it's 3 or more. You can just use 3. Okay.
Okay.
So 3 rafa,
3 nasab, 3 jar.
3 rafa, 3 nasab, 3 jar. Very good. Now it's in your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how well it's in your head. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I'm going to stop at a word. Here's your job. And this is something I didn't tell you so far. Everybody listen to this carefully, and then I'll give you your first break, okay? And in your break, just kind of, even when you're doing something, just Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Whenever I give you a word, ask yourself this question first. Did I hear an ending sound, or did I hear an ending combination? Always look for a combination first. If you make sure that it wasn't a combination, then it's got to be a sound. But don't look for sounds first.
Combination.
Never look for sounds first. Always look for
Combination.
combinations first. Now, how many combinations are there? 6.
6.
So if it's none of these 6, then you can go back to un, an, in, or u, a, i. Okay? Because let me show you why that becomes a mistake. I say al-kitabani. Al-kitabani. Is this a sound or a combination?
Combination.
Absolutely, it's a combination. How do you know it's a combination?
Because of the bani.
Yeah. Now, from what you memorized, where does this what does this combination tell you?
It's on the second column.
Right. So it's got to be 2 of something.
It's a nasab or 2 nasab or 2 jar.
It's 2 jar and 2 nasab. Nasab.
Is it rafa?
No, I don't want guesses. I want you to work through the process.
Okay.
What's the
Ustad,
process?
we need the screen again.
Oh, yeah. Good reminder. Oh, wrong mouse. There we go. No, that's not it. Okay. Let me make that bigger so everybody can see. Okay. Let's start the questions again. Let's start that over because you guys couldn't see the screen. Okay. So, al-kitabani. First question. Is there a sound or a combination? That's my first question. Okay. How many combinations are there?
There's six.
There's 6. And you know, when you memorize Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, that first part was sounds.
Okay.
And then there's 2 groups of combinations. The first group is Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. That's 2 rafa, 2 nasab, 2 jar. And then Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. That's 3 rafa, 3 nasab, 3 jar. Right? So now, you said it's a combination, and I agree. But now you got to be laser sharp, specific, hit the target. Which combination is it? Now, the way you do that is in your head, you say it and see which one rhymes.
It's rafa because
Rafa what? That's not rafa.
oh,
not enough.
it's
Rafa.
2 rafa.
2 rafa. Because when you say al-muslimani,
Yeah.
it rhymes with al-kitabani. In your head, you got to get used to the rhyme.
Okay.
Kitabani muslimani. Wa min dunihima jannatani
Musliman.
muslimani. So that would be 2 rafa
Rafa.
again. What about if I said bu'd al-mashriqaini? Al-mashriqaini.
Ustad, can you explain sounds and combinations one more time?
Absolutely, I will. Just let them answer this one. I'll absolutely
Okay,
answer.
so
Explain it.
Aini,
It's
so
on the third
Muslimaini.
column.
Hear it. Say it out loud.
Muslimaini.
Muslimaini.
That's 2 rafa.
Muslimaini.
Don't rush the answer. Stick to the process.
That's
Muslimaini.
3
First of all, is it a sound or a combination?
combination.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. If you're sure, then you go through it. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin won't match because that's a sound.
Yeah.
Then what's the next column?
Muslimaini.
Muslim. No, that's not the first one.
Muslimani. Muslim.
Okay, stop. Muslimani, does it match?
No.
Okay,
No.
then
Muslimaini.
Muslimaini.
does that match?
No.
Muslimaini and al-mashriqaini doesn't match?
Oh, it does.
Muslimaini. Yeah, it does.
You know why you said no? Because you're not saying this word out loud.
Aini.
You're seeing the ya and the noon over here, and you think it's the same as ina. Right?
Mhm.
If you say it out loud, then you'll match it. If you don't say it out loud, you'll make a mistake.
Mm.
Okay? So, al-mashriqaini is like al-muslim or muslimaini.
Yeah.
So what's the answer?
2 rafa.
Wrong again.
2 nasab or
2
2
nasab or
jar.
jar.
What's two rafa then?
2 rafa is
Muslim or
Muslimani.
Good. And if this was al-mashriqani, then it would have been a
Yeah.
match. Okay, let's start over, guys, before I give you a break. Let's completely start over and go through combinations again. Because I know it can be overwhelming, so let's make this simple yet again. Okay? So the easiest way to tell rafa and nasab jar is, let's just say, humanun,
Humanan.
humanan,
Humanan.
and humanin.
Humanan.
If you see un at the end, what does it mean?
Rafa. Rafa.
But now we don't call it rafa anymore. We call it one rafa.
1 rafa.
One human, rafa,
Yeah.
coming up. Okay?
Yeah.
If you place an order for one human nasab,
Nasab.
then you say humanan. And if you say one human jar, you say humanin. Well, I want 2 humans, rafa. Now we need it. We can't, the sound won't do it. The sound can work only for ones.
Yeah.
But if you want 2s, then you got to add, I'll put it in red, ani. Ani mean, when you add ani to something, it's 2 of them and they're rafa. Now that's crazy because when it was 1 rafa, it used to have the u sound at the end, right?
Yeah.
But this guy's got the e sound at the end. And all this time I thought when I hear the e sound, it's going to be jar.
Jar, yeah.
But this time you're saying it's 2 rafa. That's because this is not an ending sound.
It's a combination.
This is a whole big fat combination. And that's why I said don't look for sounds first. Look for what first?
Combination.
Combinations. If it matches the combination, the sound becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
That's not, we can't even think about the sound anymore because there's a combination being used. Now, what are the 2 combinations? The 2 combinations are ani, aini, and this is not about reading, guys. This is about hearing, because most of the time you're going to be praying. You're going to be hearing Quran being recited. And when you're going to hear these sounds, they have to start making sense to you, right? The skills I want to build for you is you're reading and it starts making sense, and you're hearing and it starts making sense.
Yeah.
This is most important to your ear. Did you hear ani, 2 rafa? Or did you hear aini, 2 nasab or 2 jar? Two nasab or two jar. So this is two humans in rafa, humanani.
Humanani.
And two humans in nasab or jar are humanaini. Humanaini. And if I wanted to talk about lots of humans, rafa, then I would say humanuna.
Humanuna.
Yeah, una. 3R. And if I wanted to add ina,
You would be.
that's lots of humans.
Nina.
3 nasab.
Mhm.
And humanina again,
Yeah.
3 jar.
Yeah.
So let's make it even simpler.
Mhm.
If you hear it's 1R.
Yeah.
Help me finish this thought. If you hear it's 1R.
Yeah.
Then
And
Ani.
if you hear
It's
it's
two.
two.
mm-mm.
Or one.
We're still on ones.
One,
Oh,
one
Nasab.
nasab.
1 nasab. If you hear
And
Uh-huh.
It's
it's one
jar.
jar.
1 jar. Okay. Next. If you
Una,
hear,
Ani.
go back to what you memorized.
Yeah.
Muslimani.
So
So-
if you hear,
That's
Mus-
two
Tufa,
no, say it. Tell me the whole thing.
Muslimun,
Tell me what to write. I won't write until you.
Muslimani.
I'm not writing Muslim. I just want the endings.
Mani.
Mani.
Ani.
Ani. Ani.
What should I write about Ani?
Two rafa.
Two.
Good.
And then.
Ani.
What's the next?
Ani.
Muslimani.
Good. You went back to the
Ani.
chart.
Mani.
So
Or Aini.
good.
Ani.
Aini.
That's two nasab.
Two.
And it's the same for Jar, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just write 2 New Jersey.
Two New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. Because that means it could be 2 Nusseb and it could be
Two jar.
2 Jar. All right. What's next?
Una.
Una.
Muslimuna, right?
Yeah.
Muslim.
What does it
Three
represent?
rafa.
Good. 3 Rafa. Uh-huh.
Una.
Muslimuna.
Muslimina.
Muslimina.
Uh-huh. So what should I write?
Ina.
Mina.
Ina. Don't
Ina?
leave the M. M is part of the Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Ina is the add-on,
Ina. So
right?
it's
So what should I write for
Three
Three
nasab or
Nasab or
three
three
jar.
jar.
3
yeah.
New Jersey?
Three New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. Nusseb or Jar. That's the scheme.
Okay.
That's what's got to be in your head. Now, take a 5-minute break. Get away from Arabic as far as you can for 5 minutes. Don't think about Arabic. Think about playing the pool or ping pong. I can crush you in ping pong if you like.
You won't crush me, but you'll try.
I will destroy you.
No, you won't.
But yeah, you guys are on a 5-minute timer. I think there's a timer online. I got to find it online. But you guys have 5 minutes and then come back, okay? And in that time, make wudu, do jumping jacks, get your blood flowing, and we'll come back and hit it again.
Oh my gosh. Sitting in a chair for so long.
Now get up and run around. Go. Yeah, they speak Farsi.
Running.
Let me see your comments in the meantime. You want 10 minutes?
Got you.
I'll think about it. Maybe 7. I'll negotiate 7.
No, I didn't. I can escape. You can tag me.
Can I show the word? Yeah, I can show the word. Ustad, it would be easy to remember if you. Oh, wait.
You're gonna get me out. How to escape.
If you stick to the order as mentioned in the notes. I want you to kind of think of it in 3 dimensions, actually. I want you to think of the notes both ways, across and down. Yeah, we can make it more interactive. Jawad, just interject more.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Also, I was wondering, for things that are like frequently asked, like students will join later and ask where they can get the notes and stuff like that. Would it be possible for me to like share my screen and just have like a Word document open for like frequently asked stuff?
Yes, and also if they are just looking for the notes, I can just, you know how I have written up here Dream Intensive Day 1 or Day 2, Intensive 1, Day 2. I can just make a constant URL for the notes.
Yeah,
There.
there's a couple of things though that keep popping up, so I think it'd be easier if I can just edit something like on the fly.
Yeah, you can click share screen, and that should be okay. But there'll be a small box on the left.
I think that'll be fine.
Which ayah made you confused? Don't worry about the subscription right now. Just worry about the Arabic class. We'll fix the subscription, inshallah. Don't pay. You're on the internet, so why am I not going to pay attention to the internet? If you memorize the chart another way, keep that and now memorize it this way. Okay? Okay. The notes are on dreamworldwide.net. For the intensive for the next 10 days, it's going to be a maximum of 3 hours. So along with the breaks, of course, included. So but 12:30 my time. So it's 11 o'clock, another hour and a half or so. So you guys have another 4-minute break. I'll give more breaks though. I need you to homework. Yeah, there's homework coming. If you guys have the mic, I don't know how we can do that. I don't think so. I think we can only have guest mics, but if I give the guest mic, then this thing will get flooded. So maybe there's a way to share voice, voice notes or something. Maybe there's a platform that can do that. I don't know if Facebook allows you to do that. I don't think so. Al-Mushriqaini to Nusseb jar. That's right, Dr. Najma. That's correct. What about Bayna Ab? Yes, inshallah, it will be okay in 10 days. The chart on the notes is the other way around. Yes, I want you to know it backwards, forward, sideways, every which way.
Salama. If you're watching this, I love you.
He will explain later, inshallah. Yes, he will. NBA finals? Learn Arabic, bro. Why is Rabbil Jar? You'll see in 3 days, inshallah. Arabic will stay available? Yes, it will. For ending sounds, are there tricks for recognizing them? Yes, memorize them. You don't have a way around it. There's no way around recognizing the ending sounds. And you must memorize the combinations. Otherwise, you'll confuse the sounds and combinations together.
Wow.
Session starts 9:30 Central Time. Wow, these comments just are flooding. I can't keep up. Unable to log into Bayna TV. Yes, me neither. We're working on it. It'll be done pretty quickly.
Dad, if you're watching
yes,
this,
you want to study classical tafsir with me? Do this, and we'll read classical tafsir together, inshallah.
Kaka, if you're watching this too, hi.
No, I want to build these kids up, even though we're going to get to some pretty advanced materials, so the kids will stay throughout the entire program. I know you're expecting a mature audience, but I've decided after teaching adults for a long time, I realized that there's 3 kinds of students in a classroom. So when I used to teach full-time and I had students in front of me for 9 months entirely, there were 3 groups of students. There were highly advanced students who needed very little instruction and they got it. And then there was the middle, chunk of students, I'd say about 40% of the class, 50% of the class, that needed to be walked through at a relatively decent pace. And then there was another 25% of the class who needed things to be slowed down and really worked through, right? So there's these 3 paces in the class. And I made a conscious decision, especially when teaching online, which is difficult for attention span anyway, to look at that lowest 25%, the struggling 25%, and work at a pace that is most workable for them. Now, I know that might be frustrating for those of you that want to move along quickly. The curricular goals are still going to get accomplished, and they're going to be accomplished in the same time frame. But I will take an approach that does reinforce, so that even if, because a lot of you are learning with your children, right? So your kids are learning and you're learning together. And this is actually what I wanted. I wanted this to be not an Arabic course for everybody. I actually wanted this to be an Arabic course for families and for groups of people to study together. And in a group, people are at different frequencies. So the entire method is about just keeping a steady, light pace, but a steady pace. The curriculum is going to go further than any other curricular approach I've already taken before. So it may seem as very basic and fundamental at this point, but we're going to get through i'rab. We're going to get through reading fluency. Inshallah, we're going to be reading. We're going to be opening one of these books and we're going to be reading it. That's coming. We're going to study balagha. We'll study the entire book on balagha in Arabic. My goal is eventually, even if it takes far beyond the scope of this curriculum, I want to keep moving with it. And I want to, this is also the first time I sit in a classroom and students sit in front of me. I'm like, oh my God, these guys know nothing. How am I going to get them anywhere? So it's tough for me too, right? But that's the challenge I take on. I want to see these kids and you guys, in a year's time, in a short amount of time, to be at a level that I can actually hold advanced tafsir programs with you guys, right? So there's stuff I do for regular audience, but to build you guys up together is actually one of the most rewarding, meaningful things I can do. Now, I can teach an advanced course for adults, even for people that have done Arabic before. I can do that stuff, but there are people that are doing that already, and they're doing a phenomenal job. I'd actually, for those of you that are interested in like higher end Arabic studies, I recommend people like Sheikh Hamza Karamali. He's brilliant. I'm taking a course with him now. He's absolutely brilliant. Those of you that are already reading Arabic, read Ma'ani and Nahu. Like it's like one of the most phenomenal books on Arabic grammar I have ever read, ever. And I plan to get you to a point, all of you, where you'll read that too. But this is, it's gonna be frustrating for some of you that are looking for a more college university style class. The content is still college university, let me guarantee you, but the format won't be. The format will be elementary school, middle school. That's what the format's going to be. I'm instituting the intensives, but beyond the intensives, when we get past that, there are going to be live sessions that are just open QA, and I'll actually open up 2 kinds of live sessions: everybody QA and advanced QA. And in those advanced QA sessions, you can ask whatever you guys want. And even if it means more homework for me, or you ask a question beyond my scope, that's why I got a library and alhamdulillah, people like Sheikh Suhaib and others that can help me, with my quest for your tougher questions. So that's coming, but we got to start somewhere. And this is where I've decided to start. So I hope that answers your question. We'll start in another minute. Format. Yeah. So Julie, I think is how. Yeah, it suits you and it suits many others. So that's why I'm doing it. Is Runaji still a thing here? Forever. Runaji's forever a thing.
Runaji. It's like Jumanji.
Zoom, please.
Anallaha. No, Anallahu, by the way.
Usually,
Please ask if the non-intensive classes are on YouTube and Facebook. No, they're going to be on Bayna TV. The intensive is on Facebook, YouTube. This is open format. And then after this intensive is done, then everything is migrating over to Bayna TV. It won't be on the app. It'll be on mobile web and on desktop platforms. So you'll be on your computer, but not on the app itself. The recordings will come on the app, but we're not, broadcasting live into the app itself. That makes the app too cumbersome, and there's too many room for glitches. So we're not doing that. But it is going to be, for Bayna TV subscribers beyond this course. But this course could get you pretty far. Even if you don't subscribe, this will get you pretty far. And even if I'll give advice at the end of what to do, but we're not there. We're on day 2. We'll talk about the advice stuff on day 10. This is you don't worry about what's going to happen in 2 years or in a year or in 6 months. Worry about where we're going to be in 10 days. And inshallah, we'll be in a really good place in 10 days. All right, let's get back to class. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Jawad, by the way, I want to hear a lot more interruptions from you. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you add my screen to the stream as well?
I can add to stream. Well, now it added add to stream. Or if I add your screen, it takes over the middle.
There's no way to put my screen like small on this side?
Yeah, I can't figure that out. No, there isn't. There's only the user. Yeah, it doesn't give me the option. Okay, so yeah. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Now we're going to stick to this. Okay. Say this for me without looking at it. Fight the temptation to look at it.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimaini, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Okay, now it's going to get harder. You're going to say each one. You're going to stop, and you're going to remember what you wrote down in it.
Okay.
Muslimun, 1 R. Musliman, 1 N. Muslimin, 1 J. Muslimani, 2 Rafa. Muslimaini, 2 Nusseb. Muslimaini, 2 Jar. Muslimuna, plural Rafa. Muslimina, plural Nusseb. Muslimina, plural Jar. Not just Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, 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 Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Not just that.
Okay.
The whole thing, but in your head with the box's entry. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Muslimun,
that's
one
one.
R.
Wait, one at a time.
Okay. Muslimun, one R. Muslimun, Musliman, two N or one N.
One N. Start
Muslim-
over. I don't want mistakes. I want a flawless
Okay.
beginning to end. Every time you make a mistake, you start over. Go ahead.
Muslimun, one R.
You got this.
Musliman, one Nusseb. Musliman.
I want the world to see your struggle.
Muslimaini.
Wait, one R, one N. Now what's next?
Musliman, Musliman.
Mm-hmm.
That's one jar.
Okay, good.
Hold on. Muslimani. That is two rafa.
Good.
Muslimaini.
Uh-huh.
That is two jar. Two jar and two nasab.
Okay, I'll take that.
And
By the way, when he's doing that, you're not just watching like this. I hope he makes it. No, you're doing it. You have to do it. Out loud. Be awkward. You're learning Arabic grammar. Congratulations. You're already socially awkward. It's okay.
Muslimaini again. That is
You already did that. Two nasab jar.
okay.
Mhm.
And then Muslimai. Wait, what? Hold on.
Relax. Take a breath. You got it.
Muslimuna.
Good.
Muslimuna. That is plural. So that is three or more. Rafa.
Excellent. Oh, you make me so proud.
Okay. I don't know myself. So nerve-wracking. And then you got Muslimat.
Muslimuna, you just did.
Muslimuna. Muslimaini. No. Muslimani.
I'm going to throw you off with my face because you keep looking for validation on my
Okay.
face. So
Muslimani. Muslimaini.
no.
No.
Say the whole chart without this labels.
Okay. Muslimun. Musliman. Muslimin.
That's column 1.
Muslimani. Muslimaini.
You did column 2.
Muslimin. Muslimuna. Muslimina.
Okay, now just give me the labels for column 3.
Column 3. Muslimani. No.
You just did.
Muslimin. Right? Muslimina.
Don't rush the relax.
Okay.
Muslimuna. You know this.
Muslimuna.
You already told me you know this.
Yeah.
So I know you know.
Okay.
So.
Muslimuna.
Yes.
That is 3 or more. Rafa.
Good.
Muslimuna. Muslimina.
Good.
That is 3 or more. NJ. Or
NJ. That's it. You got it. Your turn.
Muslimuna, that's one rafa.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Is it? Wait, I'm gonna write this down for you. Muslimuna is one rafa. Let me write that on the screen. Show everybody.
Wait, you're confusing me.
I know I'm confusing you. Look at it. How do you start the chart?
Muslimun.
Oh, wait. Muslimuna, wait, I got confused.
I know. I'm confused. Where do we start?
You start at the first column.
Okay, what's the first column?
Muslimun.
Yeah. So what?
Muslim. Okay. Muslimun.
Muslimun.
Is one rafa.
Thank you.
Muslimin.
Don't be
What?
mean.
Muslimun.
Musliman is one nasab.
Good.
Muslimin is one jar.
Okay, you found yourself. Good. It's like playing basketball. You got to find your free throw shot. Then you get the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muslimani
Yeah.
is two rafa.
Mm-hmm.
Muslimaini
Good.
is two NJ.
Good.
Okay, and then Muslimuna, that one is three rafa.
Good.
And then Muslimina is three NJ.
Excellent. Let's see if we can engage some words from the Quran. Why doesn't that work? I thought that would work. Oh, because I got the eraser on. It's trying to erase stuff. Okay. Now, should we do first? No, I don't want to do that first. I want to go page 5. There we go.
Oh.
Remember this word? This page? We did a little bit of it. It's not responsive. Okay. Anyway.
Still got eraser on. There you
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So, annasu. First word.
go. Yeah.
Ending sound or ending combination?
Sound.
Good. First, you look for sound or combination?
Combination.
Good. Didn't find it, so we go back to
Yeah,
sound.
sound.
Based on sound, what's the right answer?
So
So,
it's
rafa.
Excellent. It's rafa. And I'm going to add it's 1 rafa. And those of you that are taking notes, follow along. 1 rafa.
One rafa.
Okay. I'm going to move over.
Okay.
Al-kitaba.
Al-kitaba.
Al-kitab.
Ahmed, try this one. Al-kitaba.
Al-kitaba. So it's combination.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it combination?
no.
You sure?
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
The
So,
combinations are ani,
Ani,
Aini, una,
Una.
or ina.
Yeah.
You see any of those at the end?
No.
So it's not a combination.
So it's a sound.
So it's a sound,
So,
which means it's got to be 1 something.
so it's Nusseb.
Good. 1 nasab. You clear about that?
Yeah.
Let's do number 2 or number 4. Makithina, Mariam.
Makithina.
Mm-hmm.
That's a combination.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask somebody online. Makithina. Is this a sound or a combination?
Yeah.
It's Ina.
Answer this for me online. Is this a sound or a combination? No. Answer what I ask. Don't answer what you feel like answering. Not a combination nor sound. Wow. No, that's not true. Combo. Enough of you said combination. It is a combination because it has ina at the end.
Yeah.
And if you go to page 6 up above, below, page 6, we'll come back to it. If you look at page 6, the combinations, ina is a combination.
Yeah. The ya threw me off.
The ya threw you off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read it out loud and I got it.
That's the thing. You got to read it out loud, right? So this ina is like the word muslimina.
Oh yeah, because Makithina, right?
Yeah.
My handwriting with a mouse is hideous. Okay. But anyway, it is like that. So that this ina matched with this ina.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So that now that we know it's a combination, I still don't have the answer. What do I put as my label?
3 Nasa, 3 NJ.
3NJ. 3NJ. Because ina could be N or J.
Yeah.
You guys got that? Online? I want to see your comments up there. Well, combo 3 or more NJ. Very good. Afifa, good job. And HS Anwar. I don't know what HS stands for. So, I mean, here it sounds like Homeland Security, but that's good. 3NJ. AKKK, also good job. Hafiza, good job. Khairul, good job. Karen, good job. Farina, good job. Salma, good job. Where's the guys? Hassan, comb? No, not a comb. It's a combination, but I get what you're saying, Hassan. I know life is tough. We can't write full words. Happy Family Online is also combination 3J. Good job, Happy Family Online. You guys, your screen names are epic. Okay, so now number 6. Iwajan. Iwajan. That's number 6 for you.
That is.
That
Right
is
there?
not a combination.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It's not a combination. So
It has and it just
I need the answer.
Yeah.
So this one was
That's
3
what I said.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about this?
What
That's one Nusseb.
For sure, 1 nasab.
Mhm.
Al-banuna.
Al-banuna.
Oh, that's
It's
a
the Arabic word for
combination.
bananas.
That's a
Al-banuna.
combination.
I'm making banuna.
No.
No, it's not.
Nuna. No, I think that's a combination.
Good.
So that would be
Una it has una,
una,
so,
so-
it's the third row.
so it's third row,
Yeah.
NJ.
No, it's not NJ.
No, it's
It's
3
Rafa.
Rafa.
You guys say 3 Rafa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what the internet has to say about that.
Any comment?
They say that al-banuna in number 8 is 3 Rafa. What do you guys say?
Someone said one N.
Aisha Zia says 3 Rafa. Mavish says 1 nasab. Guys, write the question number next to your answer so I know you're answering the same question. Combo 3R, combo 3R, 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 3R. A lot of people saying 3R. Some people said 1. If you said 1, let me tell you why that's wrong, because it's important to make those mistakes and then get them corrected, right? Yes, they're right. 3R is the right answer. Siti, Ghazala, Maryam, Nahid, Ayman, good job. Mahwish, you're right. It's right. Good. Salma Ali, where are the guys? Number R. Number is
Number
shift 3. Yeah, you just hit shift. Okay. Naqib, thank you. 83R. Very good. 3. Rafa, I'm a guy. Shahir, you're a guy. I know you're a guy. Okay. You're a great guy. Okay. Now, Al-Bahraini. Number 10, everybody. Al-Bahraini. What you gonna do for me?
Oh, that's a combination.
Yeah, that's a combination.
Okay.
Because
Fine. What else? That's not enough to say. That's like saying, that's a human. I don't think you know enough about the human.
What kind of human is
Yes,
it?
what kind of human is it?
Yeah. Al-Bahraini.
Number 10.
I think it's on the second row. Or column.
Good.
Second column, that would be 3 NJ?
Second can't be 3. Second is 2.
Oh,
One
wait.
Rafa.
It's, yeah.
1 Rafa.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, 2. Sorry. 2.
Now you're saying 2 what?
2 Rafa.
2 Rafa.
2 Rafa.
Yeah. Because that would be the first column.
I would disagree with this. I would also disagree with this.
Oh, see, I knew it. So,
Say it
Oh,
out
it's
loud.
me. It's
Al-Bahraini.
me.
So,
It's not ni. Ni is not. Ni.
Al-Bahrain.
You're thinking of it like an ending sound.
Al-Bahrain, right? Al-Bahrain.
Al-Bahraini.
Al-Bahrain.
Now go back to calmly. This is the process. When you see Al-Bahraini, you say Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin calmly, and you didn't see a match. Then you say Muslimani Al-Bahraini. No, Muslimaini Al-Bahraini.
Yeah.
It's the one.
You see,
or 2
all
and
it did was you just had to slow down and you got it.
Yeah.
When you do this 50 times, you won't have to slow down no more.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing it in the beginning too fast, you're always going to crash,
All right.
right? You know the answer. What you don't know yet is how to slow down.
Yeah.
That's
Student
all.
driver.
Yeah, student driver. Excellent example. So Al-Bahraini is 2,
NJ.
number 10. Number 10, everybody, is 2 Nusseb Jar. Very good. 2 Nusseb
and Jar.
Jar. That's the correct answer. Okay, let's go this way. Let's see. Wahidatin. We're doing this guy. Sound or combination?
That's the sound.
That's a sound, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Muslim.
Excellent. So now, because it's a sound, you should be able to tell me how many and what status.
It's 1 Jad.
Good. 1 jar. The word Allah.
Allah, that's a sound.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
It's 1.
Don't get the 1 wrong. You burn in hell for that one. Okay.
It's 1 Nusseb.
1
Nusseb.
Nusseb. Good. Al-Khabitha.
that sound.
Sound. Good.
Yeah, that's
And we should actually put that at the ends. Sound. 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 It's a combination. I'll put a C, right?
Okay, yeah.
So Al-Khabitha. What do you think?
Khabitha.
that's a Nusseb.
How many?
1.
Oh, Nusseb, yeah.
Good. Because it's a sound. When you go with sound, you go with 1, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bit-tayyibi.
Maybe that's a sound.
I think it's a combination.
I think it's a sound.
B?
B.
B is a combination, right? B?
No.
No,
Muslim
it's
B?
No.
Muslim,
It's a Jad. It's
Muslim
1
movie?
Jad.
No.
B? There's no B?
No,
No?
that's a
Jar.
combination, yeah.
Therefore,
It's 1 jar.
it's a combination, therefore 1 jar?
No, it's a sound.
It's a sound, therefore
1 jar.
1 Jad.
1 jar. Good job. Number 13. Huban. You guys tell me
Huban.
online. Huban.
Huban.
Throw the answer. Put the number.
When?
Huban.
Huban. It's a sound. You're right.
Sound.
Adai
So,
And
Mahwish.
so it's 1
No,
Nusseb.
you put the number of the question so I know what you're talking about. ZD. No, I'm not on number 11 no more. I'm on number 13. Let's see.
yeah, this would be 1 Nusseb.
Control that here. Number 13. 1 Nusseb.
I've
1
learned so much of
Nusseb.
Arabic in
Ruh.
2 days. Oh my gosh, mind blowing.
I know. MJ. Michael Jordan says 1 Nusseb. Very good.
Michael Jordan.
It's MJ. Muhammad Jamil. I don't know. Umayma, you're right. Farah, you're right. Amin, you're right. Fazila, you're right.
We're right.
Good job. Lots of rights. 1 Nusseb. Excellent. Thulatha.
That's a sound.
Good.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
Nusseb.
1
Or
Nusseb.
Jad.
No,
Oh, no.
no.
Wait,
Hold
so
on.
you want to say
No,
jar?
don't
No,
put
no,
it.
no, no,
And then-
no.
no.
And then you want to put what?
Okay, so it's
So
sound.
it's Nusseb.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Nusseb. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just drawing stuff. Nusseb. Okay, maybe kind of maybe erase some of this artwork.
Your art
because this was the
beautiful.
artwork represented your thought process. So what's the final answer?
One Nusseb.
One Nusseb, yeah.
Good. One Nusseb.
Why are these all Nusseb? Or like a lot of them?
I don't know, because I was in a Nusseb mood that day.
Really?
Yeah. Number 14. I'm skipping around. Number 14. Put the number when you answer, guys. No, 14. Maki, yeah, 14, honey, not 15.
Safi. Yeah.
As-safinatu.
As-safinatu.
Sound or combination?
Combination.
Not
No, that's
two.
not a combination. I think it's a sound. Sound.
Good.
Okay, yeah. So
So it's
ooh.
so it's Rafa.
Good. How many rafa?
One.
37. Let's see. Let me make your life a little hard. 36.
36. Okay.
Everybody on 36.
Ina. So it's
Ina, that's
36, you guys.
three
Let's see what you got.
NJ, right?
Yeah, 3 NJ.
Is that 3 NJ?
3
It's 3 NJ.
Yes,
And-
combination.
J.
Combination.
Somebody write to me why 3NJ is correct. How did you arrive at that answer? I want to read your explanation. I don't just want to read your answer. 3NJ is correct. A lot of you got it. Shireen, you got it. Shazadi, you got it. Neha, you got it. Ginger Shop, is that?
Snap.
Ginger Snap, you got it. Good job, Ginger Snap. Zareen, Imtiaz, good job. So now, Ismail, excellent. Now I need an explanation. Help me out. Impress me with an explanation. Let's see. Combination. Yeah. You're making her yawn.
I gotta get my morning stretch in.
The word doesn't originally end with Ina.
Foot.
Good. Okay, I'll take that explanation. The word doesn't originally end Ina at the end, therefore 3 or more and J. You guys, I think, have the concept. One last time out loud, everybody. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Okay. One last exercise all together with something we know, all of us. We're going to do Fatiha.
Okay. KFC.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ala Mina. I put an extra fatha there. Okay. Okay. Let's do that together. Alhamdu.
Alhamdulillah.
Sound or combination?
Sound.
Good. Status?
Rafa.
Good. One rafa.
Yeah,
U
one
is
rafa.
rafa. Good. Lillahi.
He, that's one jar.
Good. One jar. Rabbi.
One
Rabbi,
J.
one jar.
One
Jar.
jar. Al-alamina.
That's combination.
That's combination.
That's
Rafa.
three.
Three rafa? No.
No, that's
incorrect.
3 NJ.
3 NJ. Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. If you're just going to say yeah, then I'm going to ask, well, if it was 3 rafa, what would it be?
3 Rafa. Alhamdulillah. Wait, what was that?
If you're saying al-alamina is 3 NJ, right? What if it wasn't? What if it was 3 rafa?
Al-alamuna.
Good. It would have been al-alamuna. Phenomenal. Okay. Ar-Rahmani. Ar-Rahimi.
Rahmani. That's
Ar-Rahmani,
that's sound.
That's a sound. It's one jar.
So
One jar.
That's jar.
The other
Jar.
one's jar too.
Yeah.
Now, let me just show you something. Muslimani Ar-Rahmani. For a second.
Yeah.
They look like the same, right? Ani,
Yeah.
Ani.
Yeah.
But sometimes an is not an addition. Sometimes an is part of the word. When it's part of the word, it's not a combination, right? And those words are pretty famous. Like, for example, my name is Nouman. There's not 2 of me
Okay.
because
Yeah.
the an is part of my name.
Yeah.
But if you want 2 of me, you got to say Noumanani,
Numanani.
right? So you gotta add the ani to
Yeah.
it. So sometimes you see an, like some guy's name is Uthman,
Osman.
right?
Yeah.
Even though Uthmani is incorrect Arabic, but for an example, Uthmani, that doesn't mean that it's 2 Uthms.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
So Like, you know, if somebody's name is John, and in Arabic they write John, for example.
That's how you spell John?
No, you don't. But I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or, you know, my last name, Khan.
Khan, yeah.
That doesn't mean there's two khuz.
Yeah.
Because ani means two, right?
Yeah.
But that's just one word, right? And in Arabic, sometimes you have words that actually end with an.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Burhan in Arabic is a Quran word. Burhan. You can say Burhani or Burhanin. But that sounds like a combination, but it's actually not because it's just one word.
Oh, okay.
So the question that the students around the world will ask in their epic voices, but how am I supposed to know when it's a word and how am I supposed to know when it's like a combination? It's so confusing. Relax. You don't have to know all the vocabulary of the Quran right now. Oh, you gotta hide that comment. Okay. So you don't have to know that right now. When the time will come, you'll be able to tell the difference between those two things. Okay. So we have reached a good place to start writing notes. So today's your first day of writing notes. Let's get to it now.
What page?
So you're going to write on the back of page. If you guys have just a notebook or Word document or something, that's fine. You can write anywhere. But if you're going to write in this handout, if you printed it out, hopefully, you know, single-sided, then I'd like you to write or go through, let's see, right here.
Okay.
This is page what?
That is
1, 2,
3.
3. This is page right next to page after page 3. So I'll open it up here too. Page 3.
Yeah. How to tell status.
How to tell status, right? So what I'm going to write on top is an ism, or 4 properties of ism. Sorry, 4 properties of ism. Now write this down. 4 properties of ism. Number 1, status. Number 2, number. Number 3, gender. Number 4, type. So write that down. Don't take pictures of it or screenshots. Write it down. قيدوا العلم.